It's the Dave and Rachel Show on Pure Country 93.
Hey, it's Dave and Rachel. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to talk about a teeny-weeny problem that's becoming quite large.
Yes, we are.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. Also, I want to know, and you can help decide, was I in the wrong or not? You get to decide.
Oh, that's a dangerous game.
It is a dangerous game.
Okay, we've been getting hammered with questions. Rachel, how is your ukulele playing going?
All right. Well,
I'll tell you.
An update on the ukulele. Okay. And I believe you missed a few things.
I don't know about that.
I believe you did. And we're going to start with that, as always.
Dave and Rachel on Pure Country 93.
Great job updating us this morning.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Sort of felt
jam-packed.
It sort of felt to me like you had everything in there. Although
I think so, yeah.
I sensed, I don't know, there was something I sensed this morning. Like, did you, when you were wandering,
I think so.
Wandering through the house this morning, did you walk into a room and go, why am I in here? What did I forget?
No.
I think you did.
You do?
I do. I think you did. And I think that means you missed something.
Oh, my.
Good thing I'm here.
Yeah. Well, you got to retrace your steps.
The Dave and Rachel Show.
What's the real issue here?
And now for some stuff Rachel missed. Whoopsie.
You do have to retrace your
You have to retrace your steps.
Sure you do.
Let it be known also that I was not the one who asked for that intro for this segment.
I did. I needed it. Some good news for you this morning. You didn't have this. I am so surprised you didn't have this. Cereal maker Post announced the pandemic-induced grape nuts drought is over.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't have that either because we've been talking about grape nuts.
Well, you were talking about grape nuts. I don't care about grape nuts.
Yeah,
although
there was a shortage.
I love to say grape nuts. Anyway, they promised to return to pre-COVID stocks by early spring. The company says it is officially back shipping at full capacity to stores across North America. And they're also willing to reimburse desperate fans who paid extreme prices. So you'll have to look into that.
Really? Yeah, because they were selling boxes on eBay or something.
For a lot of money. So if you bought one of those, you can maybe get some.
Reimburse
They
you?
might reimburse you, yes.
Wow.
You need
impressive.
You might need a receipt. But anyway.
Oh, well, okay.
Well, here's another thing you didn't have. How about this? A student was busted playing Call of Duty during a remote class when he forgot to mute his audio, and his entire class could hear him talking to the people he was playing with. Busted.
Yeah.
That's busted.
That microphone,
That's it. You're busted.
Accidentally on or accidentally muted.
Got to put it on mute.
There.
Woman, just some random stuff you didn't have. Woman was pulled over on the highway in Kansas Sunday going 149 miles per hour.
Miles?
Whoa. Yes, it's in the U.S. 149 miles.
I've never even gone 149 kilometers.
I know. That's more than twice the speed limit. Her excuse was she thought she was only doing 129 miles per hour.
Oh, okay, sure.
Which is still a hefty ticket.
Still a lot.
And she got a hefty ticket.
Good thing, yeah.
A rookie cop in Michigan's first call this week was about a man pooping in front of a church.
Oh, of course.
So,
do they train you for that in cop school?
I don't know. I don't know
how to deal with serial poopers.
I don't know if they train you for
Gross.
that. A guy in Thailand bought a cheap iPhone online. Oh, no. He got a coffee table that was shaped like an iPhone.
Wow, that's hilarious. Bigger than you expected.
Just a little bigger than you expected.
Yeah.
And I don't know, how do I get into this? This is a fascinating story. There's a mother in England who now has to avoid making eye contact with good-looking men because she suffers from a rare form of narcolepsy that means she collapses anytime she sees someone she finds attractive. Her knees buckle and she goes down. Yes. Isn't that wild?
I feel like there's so much to unpack here. Like, there's a lot.
I'm just
First
telling
of all,
you. Narcolepsy.
That's very flattering, I feel like, to the men.
Well,
right? Because then they know.
She literally has to avoid.
Second of all,
she looks
she
down.
can never even marry someone that she finds good looking.
No. She.
Wow.
What can I tell you?
How
That's
can
the
that be a
story.
thing?
It's a thing. It's a rare form of narcolepsy. It's fascinating, isn't it? And one more for you.
It's like, you're so good looking, you put me to sleep.
Look at me. You made my knees buckle.
You made my knees buckle and I just fell asleep.
And a 67-year-old guy in Thailand. Why didn't you have this story, Rachel? Had to go to the doctor over the weekend after 3 weeks. 3 weeks where he could not stop farting.
Oh, boy. Well, yeah, that's a problem.
Nonstop is the problem.
But how often is that happening that you know it's an issue?
Well, nonstop, he said. You go to the doctor when that happens. And who wants to be that doctor?
Like just all day long, constantly, every second.
Turned out the reason was he had a 59-foot tapeworm in his body.
Oh,
made him fart.
My gosh.
Doctors think it got...
59 feet?
Yes.
How does that go?
Doctors.
How does that stay in there?
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, my gosh.
Doctors think he got it from eating raw beef.
Ew.
If anybody wants to know. So,
Don't do that.
just saying. And believe it or not, the 5-foot tapeworm, the 59-footer, is not the longest one that's ever been pulled out of a person.
No.
The record is an 82-foot one pulled out of a man in India.
That is so much longer and disgusting.
And so much more information that I really needed this morning.
So gross.
I know.
Dave and Rachel on Pure Country 93.
What's on your mind this morning, Dave?
Glad you asked, Rachel. I'm
always wondering.
I'm wondering whether I was at fault. I have a story. You can weigh in, find out.
I don't even know if we need to tell the story.
You already think I'm at fault. Yeah. I figured that, yeah.
We have just one thing we'd like to ask you. What's on your mind? The Dave and Rachel Show on Pure Country 93.
Okay.
Is Dave at fault? Here's a fun new game.
Is Dave at fault?
Rub my hands together.
Is Dave at fault? Why would I put myself out there if I thought there was no doubt?
I don't know.
Okay. So here's what happened, and now you decide. You can decide, and then if anybody wants to weigh in, you can feel free to send hate text to me. I don't care. Mm-hmm. So we're out for a walk. We're out. Actually, we walked to get a few groceries on. This was early Sunday morning. I'm going to say between about 9:30 and 10 a.m.
Okay.
Sunday morning, we go for a walk. This is my wife and I, and we walk all the way down to our local. I guess I can say farm boy to pick up a few things.
Sure.
We bring our own bags because we recycle. We're good people.
Yes, I always forget my bags. They're always in my car, which I drive there.
Yeah. All right. So we got the bags and we got our stuff, and it's a good. I would say when we're done, about 5K walk. So that's our exercise for the day.
That's
good walk for us, and plus you're carrying some bags back. Gives you a little weight. Strength training and all of that stuff. So we go down, get our groceries, and we're on our way back home. So I'll do this for you, and so that maybe you can picture where we were and what we were doing. We are headed west on Fanshawe Park Road, but we need to get north of Fanshawe Park Road. Right. So we're on Fanshawe Park Road, and we approach the intersection of Fanshawe and Richmond.
Yeah,
and the light is...
It's a busy one.
It's a busy one. But, Sunday morning, about 9:45. The light is green. The walk sign, you can walk if you're heading north on Richmond, which is what we need to do. We need to cross onto the other side of Fanshawe Park Road. So I look and I see that the walk countdown is at 15.
Okay.
So that gives me 15, whatever. I don't even know if there's seconds or whatever, but
I think
50. So that's plenty of time for the two of us to get to the other side of the road.
Sure.
So we head out on our walk across Fanshawe Park Road, heading north, when a woman driving a vehicle heading south on Richmond who wants to turn left and head east on Fanshawe Park Road.
So she's got to wait for you.
Well, she didn't.
Uh-oh.
She turned left and nearly hit us.
Oh, boy.
Right in front of us.
Oh, boy.
So here's what I did. Now, you decide whether I did anything wrong. I did. My initial reaction was, whoa.
Yeah.
I put my hands up with my bags, whoa, and backed up. I just kind of went, whoa.
Yes, yeah.
And the woman driving the vehicle then proceeded to reward me with the finger.
Oh, boy. It was the finger and not just like an I'm sorry wave?
Oh, no. I know what the finger is, Rachel.
Okay, I'm just,
I know what the
double-checking
finger is. No.
Before I pass my judgment here.
Uh-huh. Wait a second.
You've asked me to do that.
I know, but you think it was a friendly, sorry, I almost hit you wave?
Well, if it was me, if I was her, that's what I would do. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And I'd put my hand up like, a little I'm sorry wave.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I see. All right.
So I just wondered, did you see a full, like all 5 fingers or just one?
There was only one finger.
I see.
And I know which finger it was.
Yes. I get that. Okay, well, my ruling is in favor of Dave.
Really?
You are not the bad guy.
Thank you.
No. You were adhering to the rules. You were crossing when you were supposed to. She just didn't look, and then she got caught and got angry.
Now, can I take this a step further?
Oh, okay, there's more?
Well, I just want to take this a step further. This is what I assume.
Uh-huh.
I assume that the woman driving this vehicle is or will be a convicted felon. Can I assume that? Anyone who almost hits a pedestrian, anyone that almost hits a pedestrian on a Sunday church-going morning,
Yeah.
and flips them the bird,
Right.
is up to no good. Am I
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Can I assume that?
You can assume, yes, she's not a nice person. Yeah. Because she's getting angry at you, but you were doing no wrong.
I don't think I was.
She's the kind of person who gets caught doing something and then she gets mad about it. That's what happened.
She's the one that's going to be. Can I assume then that if I don't know who this woman was. Can I assume that
not.
There's a pretty good chance her name is Karen?
Probably. And you probably could have yelled that. You might have gotten the other finger from the other hand.
You're probably right.
Dave and Rachel.
On Pure Country 93.
We are doing this early in the morning because Rachel says we have to.
Well, I think it's better to do it early.
Rachel thinks this is something that's reserved
However,
for early hours.
Early hours, but still important for you to know about.
Yes, especially if you're someone who's not convinced that climate change is an issue.
Right.
This
might convince you.
This might convince you.
Or at least get you to maybe listen a little bit.
That's right.
And it's not a good thing.
Here we go.
The Dave and Rachel Show.
All right.
This is a big deal, or a little deal, maybe, however you want to put it.
A big deal or a little deal.
Yeah.
This has to do, we could subtitle this Teeny Weeny.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
If you're a guy and you didn't care about pollution before today, you might want to rethink that, according to a scientist, Dr. Shanna Swan, a professor of environmental medicine and public at New York City's Mount Sinai Hospital. She has a new book out. And she says that male
Parts
are getting...
the one part.
Just
actually.
the one part, the male part, male parts are getting, this is her words, are getting historically smaller.
Yeah.
The term, historically.
She says historically.
Historically.
Smaller. Because of manufacturing byproducts. That's what she says. Now, this book is called Countdown. It's actually, here's what it says right on the cover. How our modern world is threatening sperm counts, altering male and female reproductive development, and imperiling the future of the human race.
Well, it would. This would have an impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
She
saying?
says the subject in question is phthalates. Phthalates?
Yeah,
Which are chemicals created in the production of plastics, okay?
Yeah.
Which, when exposed to the human endocrine system, messes with our natural hormone process, which affects our reproductive organs.
Yeah.
And so she says men are getting smaller and smaller. So your sons will be affected. Your grandsons will be affected. And she says if it continues at this rate, we will all be virtually impotent by 2045. That's not very far away.
Oh, it's 24 years.
If you thought a cold pool was bad, or a dip in the lake, it's all the crap we're eating and our environment that's really affecting things.
Yeah,
Apparently.
there's direct links, basically, in all seriousness.
Yeah.
These, whatever they are, you pronounced it better than I think I can. Phthalates, whatever they are. They're seeping into our toys and even into some of the foods we eat because it's plastics, basically.
Right.
We have a lot of things that are in plastic containers, and we're handling the containers. The containers are ending up in the ocean.
Plastic packaging.
Yes. The containers
all kinds of stuff.
are then ending up inside fish.
Yeah.
And then we catch fish, and then we end up eating fish. So we're eating plastics, and none of this is good.
No.
Wow.
No, and it's affecting us physically, obviously, and specifically men, it says. I think women as well. I mean, her whole book is about this. So, and she does mention women, but this one
mostly
article that
historically men, and they're historically small.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think if Donald Trump had known about this, maybe he would have cared a little bit more about
climate change? Maybe. But someone has already texted, although I don't have that much to lose, LOL. It's really too bad. That's a shame.
Well, you would have if you were maybe 40 years older.
This is one.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Because each generation, she says, it seems to be getting smaller. Because male babies now are born with much smaller parts.
Teeny
Yeah.
Teeny weeny.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're noticeably shorter, they say. Modern day babies. That's what they say.
You know,
I'm telling you, if you're having a boy or grandkids, sons, grandsons.
Well, there you go.
This is the thing for a smaller thing.
Aren't you glad we talked about this early in the morning? Yes. And
so you've got the information. We like to give you all the information that we have.
You know, woke up this morning. I know.
Take that and do with it.
You can absorb that and do whatever you want with this.
That's right.
I woke up this morning feeling, my back hurt and I was complaining, but now I feel like it's okay to be old.
It's okay to be old.
It's good to be old.
It's better to be older than younger, as it turns out right now.
It's good to be old Dave
In this
this
case.
morning. Yes, it's good to be old Dave this morning.
Dave and Rachel on Pure Country 93.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea.
I got all kinds of stuff that I can throw out for you today. Like, for instance, Miller Lite is offering 3 candles that smell like your favorite bar because, well, for the last year, we haven't really been able to hang out in bars, so we might as well create that aura, that atmosphere at home. You can buy whichever one appeals to you: dive bar, beer garden, or game day bar. What does dive bar smell like?
What is the difference?
Dive bar has aromatic tobacco, brew scents of fermented yeast, and bottom notes of musk and pine. Beer garden smells like moss, tropical sunscreens, cracked wood, and buttery, fresh-baked pretzel.
Okay, that'd be all right.
You can buy them online, $20. That's all right.
That's a great idea.
I don't really have a problem with that. Why?
You know what?
Why not? Why not?
I think these are good for...
Good idea.
Not that they're not good for women, but Father's Day, these would be great gifts.
I'd take one. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I would like something else, though. Just saying.
Not just a candle?
Yes.
That
yes.
smells like beer, but maybe also some beer with
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
All right.
this fascinates me because there are these things called NFTs, non-fungible tokens, NFTs.
Yeah.
It's a unit of data online that you can buy, essentially. And this one is an example. The very first ever tweet from Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has been sold for $2.9 million. So somebody owns Jack Dorsey's, the very first tweet on Twitter ever, which was in 2006.
But it's nothing. You can't.
It's not like a physical.
It's nothing.
Item, which is essentially what these NFTs are. People keep buying these items that
don't get it.
Generally photos or pieces of audio that are online that you can't touch, right?
Yes.
But they're buying them for millions of dollars. And this is just one example.
That's an example. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I saw a story where somebody created their own digital house and sold the house, a digital house that you cannot live in, for $500,000.
Yes.
So
it's all just photos of this pretend.
You can virtually live in the house.
Yeah.
Which is a great idea if you're selling.
Good idea.
It's a dumb idea if you're buying.
Bad idea.
Some woman bought it.
I know.
For $500,000.
That's crazy.
And somebody just bought the very first tweet for $2.9 million.
It's like, this is like Bitcoin. If it
is like Bitcoin, which I also don't understand.
I don't trust that either. I like
By the way,
cash. I like money. I like real money. The stuff that you see in your bank account.
Yeah,
that's
because it's
real.
It's so obscure to us
That's
to
a
think
bad
about.
idea.
But Bitcoin is a real thing. So I don't know.
No.
The very first tweet, by the way, reads, "Just setting up my Twitter."
Yeah, who wants that?
Bad
and
idea.
Dorsey autographed it. It's a
That's
digitally autographed version
really
of the tweet that
That's
someone spent $2.9 million on.
That's stupid.
Crazy.
That's stupid.
NFTs.
I know.
They're the new thing.
Okay, and a whiskey company called Fistful of Bourbon is looking for a spokesfist. They need someone. Yes, they need someone to hold whiskey bottles in their ads. If you've got a great fist, they will pay you in money. This isn't virtual. This isn't Bitcoin. In real money, $100,000 for your fist.
Wow.
If you want to apply,
$100,000?
fill out a form on their website, Fistful of Bourbon, and send in a photo of your fist by April 13th.
So you're a fist model.
Yes.
A hand model.
This is a great idea. I mean, if you've got a fist.
That's a lot of money.
Good idea.
However, as you know, Rachel, these hands of mine have never seen a day of hard work.
No,
like,
your hands are quite delicate.
They are.
But maybe that's what they're looking for. You don't know. Do they specify? They
I'll
need
tell you
hard-working hands? Or do they want delicate hands, men's hands, women's hands?
Well, they did. I don't think they want. It's called Fistful of Bourbon. You think they want a delicate hand? I don't think so. Fistful of Bourbon. I will say
by its nature
that
is not delicate, I guess.
as I look at my fist this morning, it's clean. It's certainly in good shape.
Sure.
There's nothing wrong with these hands.
Sanitized.
Well sanitized. It's been cleaned a number of times already today.
Yeah, good.
It's not a bad. I wouldn't say that as I look at it that I could sell bourbon with my fist.
No. Would you buy bourbon from your own hand?
Bad idea.
No.
It's the Dave and Rachel Show on Pure Country 93.
Time for a little update with Rach here.
We're clamoring to know.
Well, I know. I mean, this is all I've heard in the last 2 weeks.
A clamor.
Yes.
What's happened with the ukulele? Here we go.
Dave and Rachel on Pure Country 93.
Been a couple of weeks since you told us about the great deal you got while shopping at one of your auction sites.
I know this one. It's bad. I've had to take myself off for the last week or two. Ever since I got the uke, actually, I thought, okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Enough of these auction sites.
So
I bid on this ukulele.
Yeah.
I told all of you before I told my husband that I purchased this sweet thing. It was $22. It was a great deal. And it's just a little basic ukulele. It's kind of ugly, though. It's brown. I wish I got a better color.
Is that a great deal, $22 for a brown ukulele? I don't know.
Yeah,
Is that a good deal?
Know.
What is a ukulele?
It's a soprano strong wind ukulele.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I just bought it. It could be a toy for all I know.
Well, ukuleles they are serious instruments. I have been in Long and McQuaid back when, pre-COVID. Mm-hmm. Even though I think you could still go into Long and McQuaid now. And they have ukuleles there, brand new ones. I don't know what they go for, but they're real deal. I mean, they are a legitimate instrument. They're silly, but they're legitimate.
My sister has one, and I don't know if she's ever played it. Our boss has one, too, and she was learning to play, she told me.
Yes, but she's never...
that's cool.
She said... That's not exactly what she said.
Oh,
she
what did
said
she
got
say?
the ukulele and has not learned it at all. That's what she told you. That was her whole goal to buy. She got the ukulele, and I remember her telling us that. And then she has not learned. That was like more than a year ago. Nothing. Right. So now I've given you 3 weeks here with your ukulele.
Yep.
And so what's happening with it?
Okay. Nothing. I have it in my hand right now, but I have not picked this up since I purchased it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are you, now that you have it there, are you planning to do anything with it, let's say, I don't know, today? Oh, there it is.
I have, maybe I'll try and figure out what the strings are, because I don't even know which notes these are, and then I'll try and tune it to my piano.
Oh, I see. So you don't even know whether the ukulele has...
I don't know if that's in tune or not. You tell me.
Well, I'm going to suggest to you that if you bought a ukulele off an auction site, it's probably not in tune. I
think whenever you buy an instrument, you have to tune it.
Yeah, usually.
That's the first thing that you should do.
Yeah, it's one of the first things you do. I mean, I don't know that you have to tune your flute, if you know what I mean. Tune your horn.
Brass instruments, you do, in fact, have to tune. I've never played a wind instrument, to be honest with you, so I don't know that.
A brass or a wind?
Brass instrument, you do have to tune, and you can do that.
Really?
And you can, and there's little things you
I thought it had
pull out little valves you can pull out to tune it.
Really? I thought
But I've never played a wind instrument like a flute, so I don't know, but I'm sure there's a way to tune it, though. Because you all need to sound the same. That's the first thing you do when you go to any rehearsal. Yeah. Everybody tune to each other, right? So we're all the same. Everybody get in tune.
I don't know. I can't remember. I used to play the saxophone, and I feel like it was in. I don't recall having to tune it, but I don't know. I don't know.
No, well, you can. Okay. Anyway, I haven't learned to play at all. But boy, we've gotten a ton of questions. Hey, Rach, how's the uke, right?
Uh-huh.
How's it been going? I heard you got one. Please update us. Everybody's interested. So anyways, I paid, again, $22 for mine. Somebody texted, we paid $75 for our daughter's ukulele.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the way, somebody's telling you, Rachel, I am disappointed in you. Seriously.
They used my full name, Rachel Gilbert.
Message me if you need help.
Okay.
GCEA is the tuning.
Okay,
you will need to tune constantly for several weeks before the strings settle.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And that's with playing every day.
Okay.
And by the way, according to this, yes,
that person must know me, I think.
Yeah. Yes, you can tune a flute.
Okay. Well, you can tune most instruments, right? Yeah. Okay. Somebody else says, I bought a ukulele from Long and McQuaid 2 years ago. I think I paid $150.
Whoa! That's some serious coin.
I tried to learn how to play it on YouTube University and failed miserably. Now it's sitting in the box in my closet. Probably haven't touched it in a year and a half.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
So
I think that's because, as you know, I told you guys before, I told my husband about this ukulele. And then after I announced it on the radio, I thought, well, I better tell him. So I did say to Jeremy, I got to tell you what I bought at the auction. And he goes, what now?
What now?
I said I bought a ukulele. He's like, what? Why? I said, I'm going to learn to play it. He's like, you are not going to learn to play that.
Yeah.
You will not play it. But I will. And people have told me, there's a few people online, check out Bernadette Teaches Music on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Bernadette teaches music, teaches you the uke. Okay.
This person teaches ukulele to kids in school when it's not the pandemic. I always use her stuff.
Okay, well, someone
And
said...
there was a story recently in London about a girl from Ilderton who is doing ukulele lessons
Wow, there
online.
you go.
And
We'll
she's
get
like
into
a young kid. So
what are you waiting for?
Yes, I don't know. I mean, there's really no excuse, to be honest.
Someone says there's a ukulele tuning app. I just bought one, too, and tuned mine with the app.
Okay,
And
well, I
one
have a
more.
piano upstairs that should be in
You definitely can tune a flute. Played
Okay.
one in high school, and you're right, that's the first part of rehearsal.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I
just
I have
feel
a musical background, so I feel like I should be able to figure this out. But again, it's
I
been
don't know
sitting in
why.
my basement for a while.
I don't really care. I got to say tune the flute several times this morning, and I don't know why, but I find that oddly satisfying. I don't know.
It's the Dave and Rachel Show.
On Pure Country 93.